11 minutes past 6. Thousands of businesses are opening their doors to young people and parents this week, celebrating apprenticeships. National Apprenticeship Week is in its 13th year, and with employers crying out for skilled workers, it's perhaps more important than ever. But last year, the number of apprenticeship starts fell by a quarter, with employers failing to claim training funds. So how are things really doing? Well, Simon Lancaster started as an apprentice as an insurance broker and has since founded his own firm, SJL Insurance, where he takes on dozens of apprentices. He joins me now. Well, that's interesting. Most people think of apprenticeships, don't they, as something to do with metal bashing and all the rest of it, and yet there you were. Why did you choose to be an apprentice rather than perhaps go into further education?
They do. You're quite right. It's not often associated with white-collar jobs. But, yeah, I'm really passionate about apprenticeships because they do chime with my own personal story. I decided that A-levels and universities weren't for me. Fantastic for those that do it, but weren't for me. I wanted to cut my teeth into business. So I started my apprentice at a local firm of insurance brokers, age 17, whilst earning while learning my trade. Then at the age of 23, went on to start my own business out of my parents' spare bedroom. And in the 18 years since, we have paid it forward by supporting our apprenticeships ourselves. So we've hired 26 in that time, all of whom were offered full-time employment at the end of their apprenticeship. 10 of whom are still with us.
You were lucky in a sense, weren't you? You made quite an important life decision at the age of 17.
Yes, I suppose so, yeah. But for me, more education or full-time education wasn't the path that I wanted to go down. I wanted to combine education with earning and also learning job skills. So it worked really well for me, and it has for the 26 that we've had.
For those people who are listening who may be at that kind of stage in their life, just clarify a little bit more for me about how you made that decision that further education wasn't for you, because many people get caught up into the educational cycle, don't they? Get dumped being a graduate, then no job.
They do, and one of the things we're trying to do with this week is raise awareness for apprenticeships, because that's one area where I do feel it falls short. There's not the awareness raised, particularly in schools and careers advice and things like that. So I kind of stumbled across it really with a conversation with a local Chamber of Commerce, and they made me aware that I could do this business administration MBQ whilst earning a bit of money, learning my trade at a local firm and getting myself on the ladder. So when friends of mine graduated age 22, 23, at that stage I was quite a few years down the track in terms of genuine career experience.
You mentioned that phrase of learning and earning. How important I'm guessing it is a very important part of what you're describing right now.
It is, yes, because again, I'm certainly not here to knock degree in university. That's a fantastic path, but as an alternative, you're not incurring the debt, but you're also earning some money and getting yourself on the wage ladder, the salary ladder. So it is a viable financial alternative. When
people come to you and say, okay, you've got a record in apprenticeship, I want to become an apprentice, what kind of tests do they have to go through?
Well, we look for a certain quality of GCSE grades as a starting point, and they have to obviously pass an interview and the normal test that we do as part of an interview. And then they have their apprenticeship, which is anywhere between 12 and 18 months long. So they're doing college work and our work during that time. And then at the end, we can release them or employ them. But like I say, we have a 100% ratio of employing them, so they must be doing something right.
Are they doing crappy little jobs when they join you, or are you do you put them into some?
No, that used to be the case. Certainly when I started, it was making tea and filing, but nowadays the world has moved on, so they're straight into sort of basic office tasks, phones, emails, and building up from there really. So no, not into the menial tasks. They're straight into.
And finally, what sort of qualities do you actually look for?
We look for personality, willingness to learn. I think that's key really to it all, because it is literally learning on the job. So as long as they've got a willingness to learn and a passion, then they can go far.
Simon Lancaster, thank you very much indeed. That was Simon Lancaster, founder of SJL Insurance, on the merits of apprenticeships. It's coming up to 16 minutes past 6 and time for your traffic and travel.